In case you're wondering why I ended up here in Bhutan. A while ago I had this rumor that the Prince of Bhutan is actually a mountain biker.
Yeah, it's true. He even built trails around here.
No way!
Come on, I'll show you.
When I first heard whispers about the mystical trails of Bhutan, I knew I had to experience them myself. So the big question was, who would join me on this trip?
I found Tandin on Instagram. He's the fastest guy in the whole country, and I'm happy that he's joining us.
So I started mountain biking 7 years ago. I looked up to my father as a role model. He used to ride mountain bike. In the beginning, I was pretty scared. We didn't have proper gear or good trails. Everything I know about mountain biking, I learned from YouTube and Instagram.
We started our exploration in Thimphu, the capital of Bhutan. There are a lot of hiking trails that are well maintained and used by the mountain biking community as well. Not only did Tandin show me the best trails, but also introduced me to the Bhutanese culture and lifestyle.
Today we are going to ride the Madman Trail. It's my absolute favorite ride in Bhutan. Our climb starts at the monastery. Here we get the blessings from the monks for our ride.
The Madman Trail starts at 3,500 meters above sea level, right at the monastery. The first part led us through magical woods. You could see that those trails are used a lot by monks or hikers. The second part of the trail totally changed to a narrow trail with a lot of flowers blooming.
Whoa! That was deep!
One of the coolest parts was not a real trail, but a concrete path connecting two villages.
And the first thing you gotta notice there is, on every house, there's a huge penis. And we were like, what's happening here?
The phallus symbols are used to scare away the bad demons and bring fertility.
Culture and Buddhism are central to the lives of the Bhutanese people. That's why Tandin, who is also a certified guide, showed me one of the most beautiful dzongs in Punakha.
A dzong is a fortress monastery where monks are living and praying. Also, official offices can be found there.
But now it's time to head back for the last part of the trip.
Back in Paro, we have 2 rides left. First, I have decided to show Tom the starting part of the Snowman Trek. A trail that could take up to 3 weeks to hike. Unfortunately, we don't have that much time.
So when you think of Bhutan, or even when you write Bhutan in Google search, one of the things you'll definitely get is the tiger's nest.
We started early around 5:30 in the morning, because as soon as the sun is out, there will be hundreds of tourists. And there it was, the highlight of every Bhutan traveler, the tiger's nest. And we had it all by ourselves.
Riding down from Tiger's Nest was actually the first time I really felt home. This was the riding that is actually most fun for me. It was really nice and technical, it was steep, there were some switchbacks, some really big big steps to clear as well.
And above all, it was completely unexpected. We didn't even know if we could ride that trail, and then it turned out to be the absolute highlight of the trip.
Bhutan, what a place! It feels a little bit like traveling back in time. When I started riding, there were no trails, there were no bike parks, there were no perfectly manufactured bicycles. All we had was pure talent and motivation and fun. The riders here started with not much more than real passion and talent, and it's amazing to see riders like Tandin progress so fast to such an amazing level. Even though there are some man-made bike trails, most of the trails we rode were used by Bhutanese people to go to monasteries or hike from village to village. What stands out most for me after this trip is the rich culture, the amazing hospitality of the Bhutanese people, and of course, the excellent riding. One of the largest sitting Buddhas in the world is right here in Thimphu, 52 meters of height. Did you know that Bhutan has designated bike trails? Bhutan is the only country in the world that doesn't have any traffic lights, and there's one junction in the whole country that is regulated, and that's the one right here. One thing I immediately noticed when I came here, Thimphu is one of the highest capitals in the world, 2,330 meters. Bhutan is the only country in the world that is CO2 negative. The forests here absorb more CO2 than the country is producing. In order to pass the practical driving test in Bhutan, you have to do one thing, and that is turn around in this box. 3 minutes of time, forwards and backwards. With almost 7,600 meters, Gong Ka Punsin, Gong Ka Punsin, Punsum, Gong Ka Punsum, Zum. Yeah, Zum. 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 With almost 7,600 meters, Gongka Punsum is the highest unclimbed mountain in the world. And that's because the Bhutanese people believe that the mountains are sacred. Bhutan opened up for tourism 50 years ago, so in 1974. But even more surprisingly, TV and internet was only introduced in 1999. The traditional Bhutanese outfit for men is called go, and it has a huge pocket. You could even fit a whole bottle of rice wine and a sword.